Can you just start screaming so I feel that there's a bit of... Okay. Well, hello, my name is Karine Pelofi, or as Brits people pronounce it, War. Can I call you Kate? So I am the best climate change stand-up comic in the UK. Or, I mean, the only one, really. So let's just start with a few questions to see if you're all actually at the right event tonight. So I'm going to ask you to raise your hand if you can identify with the situation I'm going to describe. Raise your hand if, for you, going to a sushi dinner with your friends is actually just a really great opportunity to raise the issues of overfishing and tuna extinction. Don't be shy, it's okay, we're amongst peers. And if you ever find yourself on a plane, do you wish you had a wig and sunglasses because you can't bear the shame of your carbon footprint? Okay. And then lastly, if you go to the Tesco and you just realize that you've forgotten your reusable bag, will you still first try to stuff your pocket and balance a jug of milk on your head before you finally admit defeat and say, yes, I do need a plastic bag? Great, then I think you're all in the right place. So, who's up for some climate change jokes, eh? You people make me sick. Bangladesh flooding, the Maldives sinking, that's just not funny at all. But I read somewhere that if you want to deal with something, you have to be able to learn to laugh about it. Of course, that doesn't work with impotence. So, first official joke. How many climate skeptics does it take to switch a light bulb? None. We're not sure if the light bulb needs switching yet. Do you want to answer that one?
I'm going to set it off.
Okay, cool. And then how many environmentalists does it take to change a light bulb? Why would you be using a light bulb? You might as well just be clubbing a polar bear yourself. Which brings me to my next joke. So the other day I was at the supermarket, and this lady comes up to me and she's like, I just don't know what to pick, Frosties or cornflakes, and I'm like, I really, really know what you mean. I never know what to pick between the prawns organically grown in Ecuador versus the freedom food endorsed locally farmed Scottish salmon. Well, of course, the prawns are much better if they actually sailed themselves over from South America. Otherwise, the salmon's better, but only if they actually figure what to do with the fish poop. So, I'm kind of looking at the box, trying to find some transportation information, until I figure out that really only the green beans are cocky enough to brag about being flown from Kenya. So, I've just spent 15 minutes in the freezer aisle, my cart's still completely empty. They've called the security to deal with the weirdo with a packaging fetish, and meanwhile the lady's like, it's okay, I'll just go and have the Frosties anyway. So that's grocery shopping for you. And don't even get me started on tuna. Tuna is the mother of all labeling challenges. There's basically 3 types of tuna. The first one says, allergy advice, contains fish. No shit, Sherlock. It's like saying seal clubbing may harm seals. The second type is dolphin friendly. And the third type is fished by line and pole. What the hell does that mean? I'm an environmentalist, I'm not Captain Birdseye. So instinctively you'd go for, dolphin friendly. Who doesn't want to be friendly to dolphins, right? Wrong. The only thing it means is that it spared the dolphins, but it killed every other sea creature as possible. It just really wouldn't sell if the label actually said, dolphin friendly, turtle killer. But Kate, how do we know to pick the line and pole one? Well, thank you, fictional person. My name's actually Karin, but thanks for asking. I actually have this little joke that you can tell your friends, and by the way, animals don't count as friends, except dolphins, and cats, and dogs. You get the point. So here's how it goes. What does the tuna stripper tell her clients?
What?
I don't know. What? That's a
Get in line if you want to see me on the pole. Tough crowd. That really worked wonders at the zoo. So yesterday, my neighbor's kid asked me what I do for a living. And I had to actually explain to a 5-year-old that I'm making a documentary about the legal and financial implications of climate change for energy-related investment. And it went something like this. Well, Johnny, see, there's a big bad wolf. Let's call it British Petroleum. Think of it. And the big bad wolf, well, he's getting sued by the Little Red Riding Hood because he did a big, big bad boo-boo. And, well, unless we can stop the big bad boo-boo in time, by the time you're a big boy, you might have to swim from your kitchen to the living room. And, well, your daddy, well, he might not have a pension fund to retire with. And so, sweet dreams, Johnny. And so, to avoid having to tell such stories to kids as they grow up, I'm doing a documentary. Let's start a digital revolution and tell the stories of how we're actually going to save the world. This is a mission impossible, and I hope you'll join us. Hello, Luke.
Yes,
You're a real stand-up comedian?
I'm a real stand-up comedian.
Okay.
Yes.
And for the past few days, you've spent a significant part of your day trying to help me come up with a routine. And I'm a complete stranger, right?
To me, yeah, absolutely. Was this for legal reasons?
No,
Yes,
no.
I have never met you before. You're a stranger, but no, not anymore. We've
not
been
anymore.
through so much.
Yeah, we've been
over the
buddying
last
for sure.
2.5 days. We're friends.
But what would kind of convince you to help a complete stranger do something silly?
I was free, and you offered to buy me a coffee, and that was it. And then I ended up paying for the coffee. So that's green people for you. They're not so quick with the money. I don't know. Just spread the love. Comedy is a beautiful thing, as is the world. Let's not forget that.
And what do you think my chances of dying on stage are tonight?
Your chances, the gig, you gotta know, you're gonna be amazing. You don't have to worry about this at all.
I think it's much funnier if you say I die, no?
That's why you're gonna be, no. 2 days ago it would have been a car crash. It's still gonna be
A bicycle
borderline
crash.
terrible. I mean, it's gonna be a bicycle crash. Yeah, so ecologically much more safe.